Hi, welcome to Math as a Language. Over the next few videos, we're going to take a look at pairs of angles and how they relate to each other. It's a very interesting aspect of the geometry, we think, angle pairs. And we'll see where we go from this. We don't know how far we'll get into the pairs on this video, but wherever we leave off, we'll just pick up in the next video and go from there, because angled pairs and their relationships is they're a major part of the geometry, and it's kind of interesting. Okay, we're going to start first of all with our straight angle. That was our straight angle, and again, it looks like a line. Yes, it's a line, but we made the point in earlier videos. We're going to make a real large point so we can see them. This is our point, and we call that whatever letter we want. We're going to call it point X in this particular case. And again, we had that point X, and we have this line that is made up of opposite rays. We have a ray going this way. We can call that XY. We'll put a Y there. And we can have another ray going in the opposite direction. We'll call it Z. And therefore we have this line, which has how many degrees are in this angle? We have 180 degrees in this angle, and the angle is there. And a straight angle has 180 degrees. And this is angle ZXY. Now again, angle ZXY is the angle that's depicted here. And yes, it's a straight line, and it's made up of 180 degrees. We'll have that, our degree symbol. Notice again, we made the point that this X, that vertex, has to be in the middle there, and therefore that's our angle ZXY, 180 degrees, and a straight angle is made up of opposite rays. So we'll start with our straight angle that we discussed earlier. All right, straight angle. Now we're going to pick up from this point on to take a look at a more conventional angle, perhaps. We'll draw another angle here. Let's have an angle that looks like this guy. Alright. And, well, actually, before we do that, let's do this. Let's start with the same straight angle, or a line, if you will. But this time, we're going to go ahead and draw another ray right about here. Alright. So now we have this straight angle. We have the same vertex here. And, but now we have two angles that are next to each other, okay? And again, we're going to just getting some terminology in place here. We have this ray, the ray that's yellow. This is a common ray. We have let's go ahead and number these angles. We'll have this as angle 1, and this is angle 2. And you'll notice that this ray, the yellow ray here, that ray is a common ray. Common ray. So that ray is being shared by these two angles, angles 1 and angles 2, angles 1 and angle 2. And now you'll also notice that these two angles are right next to each other, and there's a term for that. And in geometry, there's usually terms for many things. Angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary. So we'll say that angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary angles. Supplementary angles. So two angles that are right next to each other, whose sum of the measure, if the sum of their measures is 180 degrees, then there are supplementary angles. Now another thing with geometry, and we're going to go back here because we want to be precise in geometry. One of the things we should also do is that when it's a subtle thing, but it's important. We're going to go ahead and address it at this point. And sometimes the geometry gets a little esoteric, a little out there, but I think it's important to be precise. One of the things we want to recognize is we talked about a line being a collection of points. The fact that we're talking about the measure of the angle here, it really would be nice, and it probably would be more precise if we put this little symbol here, that M. That M indicates that you're talking about the degree measure. Okay, we don't want to belabor the point, but it's important for students to know that in textbooks, when they have the M, they talk about the measure of Z, Y, X. They're actually talking about the numerical value of the degrees between the angles. And so we want to be precise in our definition in mathematics, and in particular in this course. And then we want to make this sort of the language is communicated clearly and concisely. So we want to go ahead back and make that correction, if you will, or that observation. Okay, so and that's one of the things we plan to do in math as a language. We want to be precise. You have the opportunity to stop and play the video back again, and actually turn us off if it gets too mundane. But we do want to communicate clearly what's going on with the mathematics. So let's be precise there. Okay, so we're going to talk about the measure of the angle whenever we talk about the numerical value, as opposed to the collection of points. Let's see. I'm going to make one last point. We don't want to make this too long today. So we have the concept of supplementary angles. Angles 1, angle 2 are supplementary angles. And now if you wanted to say about the measure of angles, let's go ahead and do that now. So we would say that the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 is 180. And again, notice that we're talking about the numerical value of these angles, and as far as what those supplementary angles can be, a possible example could be that angle 1, let's see, that looks like an obtuse angle, so this guy could be like maybe 128 degrees. All right, and so angle 2 would have to make up whatever is left in order for that to become 180. And you're bright young people out there, so I'm sure that this is going to be a 52 degrees. But know that we're just making these up so that you can make the point that the 128 plus the 52 together, that would be the 180 degrees. All right. Okay, let's see. I think we're going to stop at this point in time just to introduce the concept of supplementary angles, and then in the next video we will pick up on other angle pairs, and we're going to take a look at angle pairs that are made up of intersecting lines, and we will need to use this concept of supplementary again when we discuss those. Okay, all right. Thanks for visiting. Nice short lesson today, and we hope you're having a wonderful time with the geometry, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.